Alrighty, ladies and gents, welcome to the
Let's
Odd Podcast.
go.
First of all, happy Martin Luther King Day. No, I'm just playing.
Let's go. Let's stop.
Welcome to the Odd Podcast. We got your boy Brian, Steven, Brandon in the cut. How y'all feeling today, dog?
Feeling good,
Monday.
though. Feeling good. It's fucking freezing my balls off. I'm outside right now, but I'm feeling good.
Me
Yep.
too. Me too. Got a
Same.
little bit of the Monday blues. Don't want to go to work, but hey, bills got to get paid, dog. Got to make that money. So let's do it. Steve.
Let's go. I
Hold
agree,
on, let's
bro.
get right
Still gotta
into it.
get paid, bro.
All right,
All right, starting off.
Short day, short day.
NBA, baby.
Short
NBA,
day.
dog. We starting off with the first pick of the day, Martin Luther King Day, so we got games all throughout the day for NBA. First game up on the slate, we got Pistons, Rockets. Rockets -8. Just to play on the spot here, dog. Pistons coming off back-to-back losses at home. I could see them here on a revenge spot against this Rockets team that is probably going to let up a little bit. First home game after a long road trip. Those teams usually tend to get off to a slow start. So I like the Pistons here, dog. I think they put up a fight. They probably still lose this game, but I don't see them losing by double digits, bro. It's probably going to be by 5, 6 points. So it's going to be a close game. I like the Pistons here, +8. Matchup wise, I think defensively they match up really well also. So one thing the Rockets struggle with is, for some weird reason, they struggle against players like Cade Cunningham, bro. You would think that they would do good, but no, they don't. No, ball handlers, ISO scorers, those type of guys like Harden, Luca. Sorry, I'm freaking my balls off. And Cade Cunningham, but yeah, I like the Pistons here.
Oh, you're outside.
Yeah, I'm outside. Yeah, I'm outside. Catch me outside. How about that? And then kind of the same thing right here, dog. Grizzlies have been on a roll. I know a lot of people are going to be picking the Grizzlies at home. They are the best cover team. They're already good at home. They're one of the better Western Conference teams. But I like the Timberwolves in this spot, playing with revenge. They usually, in a weird way, they actually play better on the road. They're also coming off a loss. Those three things right there always, I don't know, for some weird reason, the Timberwolves always show up coming off a loss on the road as underdogs. They're actually one of the best, if not the best teams on the road as an underdog. So I like the Timberwolves coming off a loss as well. I like the Timberwolves here +6. I think it's going to be a good game. MLK, ESPN. I feel like both teams come on, they compete, and kind of a letdown spot for the Grizzlies. So
The last time these teams played, it was a close game, right?
yeah,
Didn't
it
they
was a
end up
2 point game.
win a game?
Yeah,
Yeah, I like it. I like it.
I like the Grizzlies here. I mean, I like the Wolves here +6.
Yeah, see, Steve?
Nah, I can't say what I was gonna say.
Say it,
Go ahead. Nah, you're crazy.
What were you gonna say?
Go ahead. Nah, I like the Wolves too.
Yeah.
Hurry up, bro.
All right, next up we got Celtics Warriors. Warriors +10. Yeah, I like the Celtics in the spot. They're coming off a loss. They're 9-3 against the spread. Uh, sorry. On the road against this Warriors team, there's always something a little personal. I feel like between these two teams. Last time these teams played, the Warriors got them at home, and I think the opposite happens here. I think the Celtics come here. Uh, I think the Celtics come here and they blow out the Warriors team. No Kuminga, no Draymond Green, and they're missing a couple other key players too. So I really like the Celtics here after a loss as well. So I think they show up, and nobody on their injury report for the Celtics. I like a -10.
Me too. We've seen it before where the
Back to the
Celtics
back.
blow out the fucking Warriors, bro. What are you gonna say,
Yeah,
Steve?
like you said, no Kuminga, no Draymond. I said back to that Wolves game. I think that might be the best game of the day, in my opinion.
All right, it's gonna be a good game.
I think it might be. Besides, obviously, college football, but yeah, I think that's gonna be probably the best NBA game. But yeah, go ahead.
And then next up, we got the Clippers -5 at home. I just think this Clippers team, bro, they've been on a roll. I wouldn't want to fade this Clipper team, especially at home. They're playing their best basketball right now at home. Uh, they're the best defense. I think they officially became the best defense in the league. I know they're on a back-to-back, so no Kawhi, but even without Kawhi, I still like their chances here against the Bulls team that's ranked the worst defense in the league. So you got the worst defense versus the best defense at home, only getting 5 points. I like the matchup here. The Clippers were at home. I think they fucking destroy the Bulls.
I agree. I like this pick a lot.
All right, next
That's
up
why
now we got a
Frank
couple player
playing
props.
Kawhi.
Not anything too
Yeah, that team
crazy.
is so good without Kawhi.
Yeah, they are.
Would you say, Steve?
He said he thinks they're still good without Kawhi.
Huh?
Oh yeah. Okay.
Yeah, they're
All right.
yeah.
So we got a couple player props here. Not anything crazy today. I know yesterday, we swept the board. We swept the board on the player props. I mean, on everything, but player props. But today, I'm gonna keep it simple. I only got 2 plays here. We got PJ Washington over 1.5 threes. I just think this Mavs team is very depleted right now. They have a ton of injuries. They're gonna have to put up points. They're gonna have to put up shots. And the Hornets, I think they allow the most threes to the power forward position. So I like the play here on PJ Washington. I think he's gonna put up shots, put up a lot of threes, and he only has to make 2 against his former team. So a little kind of like the KCP play yesterday, a little revenge. I mean, a little extra motivation there to take off against his former team. So I like PJ Washington over 1.5 threes. And then we got Jaden McDaniels over 12.5 points. I mean, this guy's kind of been on a roll lately. He's been stepping up, making his threes. I mean, he's been scoring pretty good. And this Grizzlies team allowing the most points against small forwards. They're going to try to overload on Edwards and Randall. And the one thing I don't like about this Grizzlies team, I think defensively they're very limited. I think the only good defender they really have is Jaren Jackson and maybe Jalen Wells. But they lack versatility. And I'm about to say something a little sus, but they lack size on the perimeter.
Ooh,
They lack a lot of size on the perimeter and athleticism on the perimeter defensively, and length. I know. But yeah, so I like Jaden McDaniels over 12.5 points. It's gonna be a fast-paced game as well, so he's probably gonna be running the floor a lot, getting some easy buckets, make a couple threes here and there, and I think he hits over 12.5. That's it,
I
dog.
like it.
That's it for the NBA.
On to college basketball.
Yep.
All right, guys. Mondays, Fridays, those 2 days usually the
I gotta go
slowest days
inside.
in college basketball. So I don't recommend. I honestly don't recommend betting the games today. I'm just giving you guys some picks in case you want to watch some college games. You know, bet on some games. NBA games are a lot better
Wait,
today.
hold up,
So
real quick.
focus.
Nah. I actually like Penn State though. To be fair.
Oh no, I know. I'm not just giving these picks for no reason. I think they're gonna cover, but so. But yeah, let's just get right into it. First game got Rutgers at Penn State. Penn State minus 5.5. I think this is just we got 2 big aspects here that I love. We got a revenge spot. These teams are already matched up once earlier in the season. Rutgers beat Penn State at home outright. And we have Penn State on a losing streak going back home. So this team has lost 4 straight games. They're going back home where they play a lot better. And I think in their last road game, I'm going to be honest with you, they showed some fight. They showed some fight against a really good Michigan State team. They kept that game close, only lost by 5 points. I know they lost that game, but I left more impressed with them than I was before. And then Rutgers, on the other hand, this is a team on a 2-game winning streak, young team, a lot of freshmen. They're going to be feeling good and stuff like that. They're going to ride. They're going to think they're going to come into Penn State riding high. Usually, that's a letdown spot. So I think this number tells the story. The fact that Rutgers has been winning, Penn State has been losing, and they already lost to Rutgers, and they're still favored by 5.5. I think they get the cover here. Matchup wise, I think Penn State offensively and defensively are rated higher in KenPom ratings, and especially in the turnover margin, they are a lot better than Rutgers are. So I think Penn State. I think under the home crowd, they're desperate for a win. I think they come out strong and win this game by more than 5 points. Give me Penn State.
I really like Penn State here too. Typical letdown spot for a young team. Big names, everybody's on Ace Bailey and Dylan Harper, but I don't like the way that Rutgers team plays. I think Penn State they're really underrated, bro.
No, I agree.
I mean, they covered our last game, right? Took
Yeah, they did.
Yep.
Well, we took Michigan State against them. they covered against Michigan State, and we took them against Oregon, and they covered almost won without their best player.
All right, next up. Next up, big ass line to lay here, but I just think we got a huge
Holy
mismatch.
Biggest
We got Fresno
line
State
in odd podcast
and
history,
New
probably.
Mexico minus 20. Probably the biggest line in our podcast history that we're laying. But man, this New Mexico team at home, like I take back what I said earlier in the season. It's like, yeah, they're not the same team. I lied. I think they might be even better this year than last year. Especially on the defensive end. This team really clamps you up at home. Last game against Boise State, they won that game by 20 plus points, just outright domination. I don't even think the score was indicative of how much New Mexico dominated that game against a really good Boise State team. Time before that at home, they dominated San Diego State. Same thing. They only won by 12, but I don't think that score was indicative of how much they were dominating that game. This Fresno State team is awful. They're probably the worst or second worst team in the Mountain West Conference. They don't rely on anything. Their defense is outside of the top 250. Their offense is outside of the top 280. This team doesn't rebound well. This team doesn't force turnovers. So when you're playing at New Mexico, a team that plays at such a fast pace, gets a lot of possessions, I think 20 is not as big of a number as it usually is for other styles of teams. So I think they cover this number. I wouldn't be surprised if they win this game by 30, 40 points. Just get an outright blowout win in front of their fans. New Mexico, they have probably the one, at least in mid-major sports, the best home court advantage in college. So
yeah.
college basketball. So give me New Mexico minus 20. I think people are going to be like, oh, minus 20, hell nah. That's just how Vegas scares people. Usually when they lay this big of a number, it's because they know, like, yeah, these guys are probably going to get fucking whooped.
Mm-hmm.
Don't love this game, obviously. There's just not much action going on in college basketball, so I don't know what to tell you guys. But
Go ahead.
all right, next up.
Steven, you see what I did there, Steve?
Hell yeah, yo. I saw you
I
did.
give you a little slot. I give you a little slot.
Appreciate it.
Little cover.
Steve?
All right, we got Notre Dame. Where the hell is this game being played at? I can't remember. It's a.
Yeah, I don't know. My headphones are tweaking, or
Nah, Steven, you're cutting off bad.
this guy turned
for
into
sucks.
Ultron, bro.
No, we can't hear you, bro.
All right, just do it. You do it.
All right, here we got Notre Dame against Ohio State. Ohio State minus 8.5. Steven's pick. Steven's going to go with Notre Dame. He just believes that 8.5 is too many points in a national championship game with a team like Notre Dame who can hang their hat on defense.
And
It's
run
going to
the
be a
ball.
low scoring and run the ball. So this is going to be a ugly, low scoring game. I was telling Brandon earlier, I'm like, bro, this game is either going to be a fucking rout. Like, I think Ohio State either routes them or Notre Dame wins outright. So
I disagree. I think it's going to be a competitive game, though. I think Ohio State wins, but it's probably by 3 or 4 points.
Steve is back. All right. Etienne?
You hear me?
Check 2 1 2.
Yeah, we can hear you.
It's just super delayed, bro. Holy crap. Yeah, Brian basically summed up what I was saying, but I like Notre Dame plus 8.5 here. I think I might even take them on the money line, but I might wait till they actually go down in the game and take them at like plus 400 probably. Plus 450 probably. I see them. So I do like them, but yeah, I think this team is getting very, very underrated by Vegas. So I think they find that disrespectful, and I think they show up.
I agree, bro. I'm right there with you. I like Notre Dame. I think they can win this game, bro. I think defensively they're very disciplined, and I don't know, bro. I don't know. I think this Ohio State team, everybody's riding high on them, but I don't know. I feel like they're gonna let down. I don't know why, bro. Let people down. They might win, but I don't think to win by. You pretty much got to win by 10 points or more. I don't see that, bro. In a national championship game, I have a hard time seeing that.
Yeah, I don't see this. They really haven't impressed me either, bro. So besides that first game, so yeah.
Anything else y'all boys want to add, dog? Anything for the people?
I have a dream.
Nah,
No, I'm just let me stop.
All right, so I guess that about wraps it up for the other podcast. We
I
hope you
remember when
guys have a
Brian used to
beautiful
make a
day.
joke, or he used to be like, "I have a dream that fat-headed people and skinny-headed people and dirty, ugly people." No, he used to say some shit like that.
I don't remember that, but whatever.
Yes, bro. He used to do some shit like that.
What?
He
We
used to
love you
make fun
guys.
of fat people. All right, don't act like you ain't fat shaming. No,
we used to always
I'm like,
make
I
fun
have a
of them.
dream that
It's
all those
okay.
fat asses can eat donuts together.
I never said that,
Some shit like that. Something like that.
bro. I never said any of those things, bro.
All
Whatever.
Whatever,
right,
bro.
all right.
Fat shaming is good, bro.
But I hope you guys have a great day. Love you guys. Let's make this money on, you know? Let's do it.
Do it.
Let's go.